Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this. Know that I appreciate you. It is I, Jay, and I'd like to welcome you to another day in the daily life of Jay. Oh, they cleaned up their yard a little bit, if you can call that clean. It is Tuesday, November 10th. 2020, and it is 8:15 in the morning. And I'm headed to work. Yeah, I'm headed to work. Yesterday was an interesting day, guys. Yesterday was an interesting day. I need to send a text out to the young lady, actually. My coworker, she has 3 small children, and all 3 of her children are in school, and unfortunately that is what they had to do. They had to send their children back to school. The school gave them every assurity that everything would be all right, classroom size and all that other great stuff, but somehow one of her children came in contact with COVID-19, the coronavirus. So now they are all quarantined at home for the next week and some change. Yeah. So thankfully, she is able to work from home. We are able to allow our employees to work from home. So I had to drop off the computer and everything because of where I work and what we do. Everything has high security, so it's not like you can use your laptop, your personal laptop, to do the work that we do. You cannot. You must use a company computer. So I had to take her computer, the whole setup. And yes, I was very cautious. I may have made a mistake in getting on here. Should have taken the streets. I put everything in a bag, dropped everything at her door, and then called her to let her know that I had dropped everything at her door. And then I stood back while I watched her pick it up, because I wanted to make certain that she got it and not someone else. And then I messed around and left something in one of the bags that I was intending to take to the post office. So I had to call her when I realized that I had done that. So I called her to let her know that I would be by, last night to pick it up. So I did. And she's left it on the stairs for me to get. And I got it and told her I talked to her today. So, but I immediately put the item in a bag, and it's been in a bag since then. So when I take it to the PO, I won't be taking it out of the bag until I get to the post office. And even then, I didn't pick up my gloves. I was going to say I got to wear my gloves, but I didn't pick them up. So maybe I have a pair here in the car. So yeah, that was yesterday. The rest of the work day went fairly well, but that was an interesting introduction to the day, because the other coworker greeted me with, we said our morning greetings, and then she asked if our boss, our agent, had reached out to me, and I was like, yeah, I know he'll be in tomorrow. That's what he told me, he'll be in tomorrow, which is today. And I left it at that. She left it at that. I guess she thought that I knew what it was that she was talking about, and then she happened to mention the other coworker, which I was surprised had not made it into the office yet. And mentioned the other coworker, and she's like, I said, well, what are you talking about? And she told me what happened. So I was like, oh no, I didn't know that. Excuse me, I didn't know that. And that's when I found out that the young lady, one of her children, had been exposed. They don't believe that they have it, but just to stay on the side of caution, they are staying home, which is fine with me. And she even volunteered to come and get the computer, and I said, no, you stay in your house. You stay in your house, because I'm not coming in. I'll drop it and let you know I dropped it. And that's exactly what I did. I dropped it, and then I called her, literally called her, and said, I'm at your door. And then I stepped all the way back and watched her come out to the door and pick it up. So yeah, yesterday was interesting. And then the husband decided, when I got home, I didn't get home until late because I still had to go pick up my package from her. But then the husband wanted to go to the store, so we did some driving around. Nothing appeased him. He wanted to get something to eat. Nothing spoke to him. So I just said, I got a salad, which I left at home because I was supposed to have it for lunch, but I got a salad, and that was it. Came home, I ate my salad, a good portion of my salad, not all of it. And he, at some point in the middle of the night, made himself some eggs and had that for dinner. And that was that. I actually did not go to bed until close to midnight, because I was up editing, formatting the last video for my montage. I edited the last video for the montage. So got that done. I gotta watch this Popo. Take my speed down. Now everybody else is zooming, but I just happened to notice him or her, whomever it is driving. And when I went past them, I noticed that they started changing lanes. So I have to be careful with that. Even though the speed limit on here is 70, and I think I was doing like 75, 78, somewhere in there. And everybody on here is zooming. Several people passed me by because they didn't see him over on the far right. But anyway, so I spent last night, it took forever. I don't know why the signal was so slow. It never fell off, but it was just really, really slow. So it took me a couple of hours to get the last 2 videos formatted. And then I finally, did I get the last one uploaded? Do not even remember. I do not remember if I got the last one uploaded. Because then after I got them formatted, I went ahead and started plugging them into the montage. And the last one, which was R, I know I formatted it, but I don't even think that I plugged it. I don't think I uploaded it to the platform so that I could plug it in. And that was one thing I meant to do this morning, but I guess I just ran out of time. That's the best way to explain it, because I formatted my video, had to download and then format my video from my birthday. So I did that, and it's actually still formatting, but it took me a long time to get it up to the platform for formatting, the software that I use for formatting, because the internet was running slow, and then all of a sudden it fell off, which is the norm in the morning. The norm, period, at this point. But especially in the morning, I noticed that. So I had to restart, go back through the process, cut, I did have to make some actual true edits to the video, and then I had to put the other pieces in and then format. So when I left the house, it was at 59% formatted. And hopefully it completes the formatting before the internet falls off again, because it's gonna fall off again, but hopefully it completes the formatting before it falls off again, because the software that I use is a web-based software. So when the internet goes down, the software doesn't work. And at some point, I'll go ahead and get Camtasia again. I think now that I've gotten more, I've gotten adjusted to or acclimated with editing, just the basics of editing. And I've done some other stuff, like for me and for others, this may be basic, but I've been able to insert words and do some special effects like fading in and fading out. Cutting it very precisely and splitting it together, putting it together. So to me, some of that stuff is advanced, but to some people it's basic because they're used to it. So I've been able to do that, and I think now that I've gotten adjusted and acclimated to the whole editing process, at least to the point that I've made, to the point that I've gotten to, I think that when I'm ready to invest in Camtasia, I'll be able to do it a lot more smoothly than I was able to do it before. I also have Adobe. I want to play with Adobe a little bit to see how that works out, but I'm going to do a small video, probably a video for this page, I'm sorry, for this channel. Probably a video for this channel I'll do on Adobe and see Adobe Premiere and see how I like it before I use it for anything else. So yeah, that was yesterday, quite interesting, and last night. So what is going on? So my boss will be back in today. He'll be back in today. And what I was going to say about the other video is when I get home, if it has completed the formatting process, I will go ahead and upload it to my other channel. I'll post it, make it go live, and then hopefully you almost hit that wall, not paying attention. I can format the last video from my montage. I don't know what this person is doing, but I need them to get it together. I can get the last video formatted for the montage and get that scheduled to go live tomorrow. I want to put the birthday video up tonight and then have the other one go live for tomorrow. And then those videos are up and I don't have to worry about them. And then I can start working on the videos for this channel. And get those up. And those, as you know, I can be a lot more, the videos for this channel, I can be just a little bit more free and natural. So I don't have to worry so much about cutting, full-on editing. I don't have to worry so much about that. I can do more of the, just put on my thumbnails and leave it at that. I can do more of that, but for my pro channel, I have to do a little bit more. I've got to be a little bit more precise. So yeah, So yeah, but yeah, so that's it. That was yesterday. Today it's all about today's word is close. Every day, and this is something that I don't think I mentioned before, every week we have a theme, and we've had one since I think my second week. Excuse me. Every week we have a theme, and every day we have a word, a key word. And yesterday's word was triumph. Excuse me, triumph. Because it was necessary to get over the obstacle that we had of that one coworker being out all of a sudden. And then we started talking last night in our, we have a morning meeting and an evening meeting. And we started talking last night in the evening meeting and decided that today's word would be close. Sometimes I come in with words already set up, and then sometimes it really just depends on what's going on, what the atmosphere is like in the office, and then I'll come up with the words. So that's how triumph came about, and that's how today's word close came about. Because the one young lady has a potential close for today. It was actually supposed to be for yesterday, but what he ended up telling us about, or what he ended up telling her, was that he is going to take the numbers that she gave him and present them to his family, because he wants to get his family on board as well. So that would end up being 4 different households that she would close on, with at least a total of 8 items, but it could easily be 12, depending on how the calls go. It could easily be 12. And then she also has 5 other potential policies that she'll close on for one client. And it actually may end up being only 4, because there's a limit to how many you can, this specific kind of policy, there's a limit to how many you can do. So it may actually end up only being 4. And that works for my coworker, because she was having a hard time trying to get one of them figured out. So that may be the one that falls off, because she was having a difficult time getting the numbers together for that one, because it's a special case. So yeah, never thought that I would actually be in sales in this capacity, even though it's something that I wanted to do. The industry is an industry that I wanted to be in and experience. Not necessarily as a salesperson, but still in the industry. And I've got this opportunity, and I think that it's a great opportunity. I'm grateful, because again, as I've said before, the things that I learned here, I can also apply to my business. And the things that I already know, I can help them with. Like, already I have, I don't take 100% credit for this, because they're already great people, but because I have kind of alleviated some of the pressure that they had on them with the way that I coach and lead, they've been able to get more sales in the last couple of weeks than they've gotten in a while. Close more sales in the last couple of weeks than they have in a while. So I am excited about that, because every sale boosts your confidence, and that is what they needed. They needed the boost. Not only the encouragement, but they also needed the encouragement to get to the sale, to close the sale. But then that sale that closed gave them the confidence to move forward and close another one. And they've been doing it. They've been doing it. Yeah, their call volume isn't what our boss would like, our employer would like, but what they're getting makes up for it, because they're closing. So I'm grateful for that. I'm excited about that for them. So we're just about at 20 minutes. I need to get inside. So with that, I will say peace and blessings. Remember to walk in your purpose, and know that I appreciate you.